coming up this week, we're talking about religion, consent, and linguistics. This week, we're joined by Kiran Saggu.
Woo!
Woo!
Hey!
Do you want to tell us your thought?
Yes, my thought is that when people think something's going to kill you and they don't tell you about it, they're gatekeeping. I love this outfit.
Thank you. It's from some like random Irish singer. And,
Singer?
A singer.
Yeah.
Looks like a football
I thought it
top.
was football team.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
They
fun.
said
That's
we
really
had
good.
nothing, but we had it all.
Yeah, it was
Up
the
D flats.
opening act for
What accent was that?
Jamaican.
Up
the
the flats. Oh, word. Yeah, yeah.
Sounding like Sebastian.
The crab from the
Yeah.
Little Mermaid. Yeah, that's great.
Up wet.
Up D flats.
Yeah. Perfect.
Thank you.
Have you been working on that accent? That's really good.
Up D flats. Should I do a Jamaican accent?
Yeah.
So many cancelable things on this podcast.
In when I was still in uni, we had to do like these 10-minute like solo shows where it's like a one-woman show, and she made us do accents. And this one guy was like, I can't do accents. She's like, you need to give this character an accent. He's like, okay, I'm gonna make it Jamaican. This is a white guy from Alberta.
And she's like, okay.
And she
They're
was
like,
yeah,
"Ah,
she was like,
I
okay.
just thought of this. It's
Yeah.
Jamaican. I'm loving this Asian podcast. By the way. I'm loving this. I'm loving
We should have made more of it, but we didn't know. We could have called it something Wasian,
Yeah.
but we didn't know it was gonna be.
Just
Just
Wasians.
Wasians.
Yeah, at the
Oh, right, okay.
it became Just Wasians.
It did, yeah.
As it should be.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had this thought last night that so I realized out of my housemates, like one of my housemates, he like never microwaves stuff. And I microwave stuff a lot. Like I'm just like a lazy bitch. I just want like, especially if I get like takeout or whatever and it's not hot, you gotta heat that shit up. It needs to be hot, right?
It's a good way of heating stuff up.
Yeah, it's easy, efficient, whatever. Do I know how it works? No. Will it kill me? Maybe. But I realized my housemate doesn't really use it that much. And I was like, why don't you use it? Is it because you think it's like radiation is going to kill us? And he was like, low-key, yes. But like he hadn't told me that. You know what I mean? He hadn't been like, whoa, I think it's going to kill us. So like you shouldn't do it as well. And I kind of think that's like when people believe in God and they believe you need to believe in God to get to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And they are still friends with you. They are still friends with you, even though you're an atheist, and they don't convince you to believe in God. And they know you're not going to get into heaven, but they don't like stop you.
You got a problem with that? Is that you have a problem with people who aren't like constantly trying to saving your life?
No, like I guess it's like live in peace, yes. But if you truly believe that you're gonna get into heaven only if you like follow Christ, let's say, and you're not convincing me, you've not once brought it up once to try and convince me to believe in Christ, what's up with that? You don't want to be in heaven with me? You don't want to keep hanging out in the afterlife? That upsets me.
It's just a gripe you have with
And it's just also
Christians.
And that's also how I feel about what I said about like
the microwave.
Yeah, the microwave. Or
Yeah.
just like if you believe something's gonna kill us as humans, or it's like bad for you, and you don't tell your friends, then that's like fucked up.
Make more of an effort to convince me that this microwave is going to kill me.
Yeah. So there's that thought.
But would that not get really fucking annoying for you?
No, but at least bring it up one time. Bring it up one time and be
Just
like,
one time.
hey, I kind of believe this. And I care about you and your livelihood. And I want you
Give
to
you the
live a
chance
long
to-
life.
Yeah,
I
give
want
me a
you to
chance
live
to
a long
change.
life too. It's gatekeeping life. Hello?
I don't think Christianity is like being gatekept from you. You know
What?
Christians.
That's the thing I love about I don't know if I can say this. That's what I think is cool about like the religions that don't try and get you in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're not fast.
Jewish.
Yeah, it's hard to actually convert to Judaism.
Yeah.
They're like, stay out.
Yeah.
Only us.
There's limited space.
And that makes me more interested.
I see.
I'm thinking, what's
It's like Bergheim.
Yeah, it's literally Bergheim. It's literally Bergheim. It's like there's somebody at the door that's like, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
I can make it work. Yeah. That's so like you like the exclusivity of religions.
Mm-hmm. What do you believe, James?
Undecided.
Were you raised as anything?
Probably Christian.
Probably.
Yeah, as in like that was not like imposed on me, but I went to like a Christian primary school. Like I sang hymns and I said prayers.
Right, okay.
But like I came out of it being like, I don't know if that guy's real.
Yeah, that guy.
You know?
I feel like it comes from your parents more so.
Yeah.
Not just the environment, but yes.
My dad's a Christian at Christmas. That is literally the only time he's Christian.
Do you know what they call those? When it's Christmas and Easter?
Go on.
CEOs.
Yeah.
Christmas and Easter only.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nice.
good.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even
Clout
he doesn't
chasing.
talk
Not
about
even
Easter.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Christmas only.
Christmas only. Yeah, yeah. He had a big problem. I don't know if you remember this, but there was a thing where Greggs did an advert where they did that nativity scene and they replaced baby Jesus with a sausage roll.
I did
that's
not.
beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, and he kicked off.
Really?
Yeah.
He was angry.
Oh, okay.
He was like, imagine if we were doing this to Muhammad.
No, that's not.
That's not the same.
No.
You can't even draw a
He's
picture
doing
of
that just to
Muhammad.
make a point. He doesn't care about those
No,
sausage
he obviously
rolls.
doesn't care. He
doesn't care
he
about
cares
Jesus
about
as a-
woke cancel culture
Yep.
and like not being able
Yep.
to say what you want. That's what he cares about. The guy's
Yep.
85. He's an old man.
Yeah, I have old parents too, and
Yeah.
they are obsessed with cancel culture.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah,
their
yeah.
whole. That's like old people's thing.
It's like
Yeah.
I want to be able to say whatever I want.
My parents, when I was last home, they asked me what woke was.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's good.
I don't know. I didn't exactly know how to explain it to them. I'm like,
They're like, do you have it?
you got the woke? Hit it.
So dad's like Christian, but he's not. And
Right.
mum's Buddhist again, but she's not. Like she's Buddhist when she wants to like light a stick of incense and like say a word for the ancestors.
Mm.
For the
Pour one
Buddhists.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
Light one up.
the gang. But otherwise, she's like never at temple. She's never like praying. She eats meat. I watched her kill a pigeon.
Kill a pigeon.
Yeah,
With what?
hands.
With her hands?
Yeah. It flew into a window because it thought it was like a open thing. It flew in, went into a tree, and then like a couple minutes later, just fell out of the tree.
Oh no.
Kind of like
I don't like.
And so
yeah.
your mom
and
put
she
it
was
out.
like, look, bang, done.
What?
And then
She had a little 1-2.
yeah,
She knew
yeah.
what
She
to do.
like said a word, covered its eyes, done.
Stop. Crook the neck.
Yeah, done.
And said shh.
And then she cooked it.
Oh, did you try?
It was like a
Good.
wood pigeon. It wasn't like one of these Trafalgar Square ones. It was like
Right.
you know you eat pigeon. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
She ate that. She ate that shit.
That's raw.
Mm.
So I don't
raw
think
and
I don't
beautiful.
think that's Buddhist. That doesn't feel very Buddhist.
I
of
think
her.
that's just your mom.
Yeah.
No.
That's just like the hustle.
And she's Leon?
Oh, so close.
Damn it.
Yeah. Next door, Cambodia.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I thought I ate that one.
And
out.
they
Yeah. that was you. No prior knowledge. I was just looking. Like you look.
I knew it was
Leon.
something. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah. Well, it is. But they don't gatekeep shit from any. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're not trying to. They're looking out for me.
Yeah.
Is
What,
there,
your parents?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if my mum was like gatekeeping reincarnation from
Can
me.
you imagine?
Yeah.
And it's like you just need to do this one thing, and they're just like,
I'm not gonna.
I'm telling you. No, your parents have to, but your friends should as well. I
Hey.
think.
My friend is like really into microplastics now. He's like, oh, we gotta get rid of all the plastics.
Oh, get rid of.
glass Tupperware only.
Whoa. Okay.
Because he's like, it's gonna mess with your hormones.
I think that's true. Hormone. Oh,
Mm,
maybe.
I don't know.
We don't know.
You got low T, James?
You just looked him in his eyes and said that.
You got low T?
You
I've
got
never-
low T?
I've never been tested. I don't know. Can you get a thing to say?
I think so. I
What are
believe
the
so.
symptoms of low T? Boobs?
Sensitive
Ye-
nipples.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not gonna find out.
Probably.
now.
No?
I think the number one symptom is being woke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In which case, my T is through the floor, man.
Through the floor.
I've got no T.
No T.
No T.
I'd love
Minus
to get
T.
tested though for
Mm.
T, Because one of my friends, she was like, Stephanie actually was like, I did like blood work or whatever, and they were just like, you have hella testosterone, and she was like, oh,
Okay.
right, yeah, that's why I'm running shit. You know?
There you go.
I would love to know.
I don't
So-
know. Is it easy to just get a test?
Is it blood?
You gotta pay. I guess. I
It's
don't
not in
know.
It's not in the cum, is it?
This is a science pod now.
yeah.
So that's the thought I had,
Okay.
and it led us into religion briefly here.
Yeah.
That happens.
and
So you
cultural
wouldn't be
origins.
annoyed by people trying to bring you into their lifestyle, because that annoys me.
Yeah,
a
that's the
lot.
thing. I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
Don't try to convince me of shit, man.
Yeah,
Let me have my own thoughts.
yeah. They gotta try once though.
Just once.
Yeah, like they have to at least like be like broach the idea to you and be
Mhm.
like, hey man, you heard of this?
But people don't only try
Christian.
once; they try several times. I find.
Yeah, if they try once, they usually try several. Like there needs to be a balance.
Mm.
There needs to be one in between, because I am from the religion of Sikhism.
Sorry.
Looks into the camera.
That-
I'm from the religion of Sikhism, and one of the tenets of Sikhi philosophy is like that you're not meant to like force other people to convert,
Yeah.
and like that's not, you're not meant to be like you have to convert, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like a philosophy, and like we all are basically believing the same thing already.
Okay.
It's just different paths to God.
You've never mentioned this to me.
Well, there's no.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Well, that means that
Wow.
we're already fine though.
Have you heard anything about this?
I can't say that I have.
What the fuck, Kiran?
But the thing is,
You can't be
I
sat
don't-
here with us being like, these people don't care about me.
Yeah, but there's no like qualifications. It's not like you're gonna be fucked if you don't know that. Like I know it on your behalves, and I'm not telling you
Mm.
because I don't need to.
Oh, so we're fine either way.
You're fine either way.
So Sikhism is like, yeah, everyone's cool, and you can just
Yeah,
think,
everyone's cool. I mean, I think like afterlife is like, I don't know, a bit reincarnation, but
yeah.
but that's more because God is not like a person. It's not like a human form.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to do do certain things to get into an afterlife. It's like we are all God.
Oh, okay.
We're all God. Like everything is God. Like everything is like an energy. Everything is like a vibration. That is God.
Wow.
And like we're already, and like if you die, that vibration, that energy just goes back into the universe. Like it already is there.
Yeah. So when we die, that's it. So there's nothing to believe in.
But we're all just a part of this great experience, this amazing, wonderful experience that is life
YOLO.
in this
Wow.
universe.
There's
And that's my insane thought, pussy.
Pussy. There's a biker gang in Toronto they're all Sikh.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
Um,
Do they wear helmets, or they just got
They wear helmets.
on top of the turbans?
They have like a very thin turban.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like their
That's
turban is
style.
like do-rag-esque.
Give me cultural appropriate.
Yeah.
Emphasis on 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We just wear like a bandana. Sometimes if you don't have like a proper thing, you go to the temple, you just wear a bandana. So just like,
Yeah.
cover your head to
Mm.
be humble in the presence of God.
That's Young Thug. That's what Young Thug stands for. Do you know that? Do you know that?
It
The
is
thug in Young Thug stands for.
truly humble under God.
Oh,
He said that in court.
that's beautiful.
He was like, no, I'm a good guy.
His lawyer said that.
Oh, his
for
lawyer.
him in court.
It's like,
His
"I'm
lawyer
gonna
was
spin
so
this."
hot.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Where's the line with people bringing stuff up too? Because if someone would try to tell me, yo, that microwave's gonna give you cancer and die, I'd be like, shut up, man.
Yeah.
Because I had this with someone at work. I was like, oh yeah, let's go to my cooking or something, like aluminium foil, like tin foil.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just cook on that sometimes, like on a tray. I put a layer of foil and I don't have to wash up. And she was like, you're gonna get dementia.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to hear this.
Right. Okay.
But they say that about because there's aluminum. Sorry.
Oh.
In
Oh.
Say what? I say that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
in deodorant, and one of my teachers in grade 6 was like, you guys gotta stop with the underarm. Now it has to be the aerosol one because that doesn't have aluminum in it. You'll be like and then and we were like, why? And they're like, Alzheimer's. And I was just like, for a while, I was like, I gotta get this the spray.
Yeah. So would you appreciate that?
Yeah,
I think it's like scare
It's-
tactics though.
Yeah, but it comes from a place of care. How funny would it be if every like thing that a person truly believed was just like a trick to life? They're just like, I'm not gonna tell them about this. They're like purposefully buying you like the wrong deodorants.
But
I
you
think that's
would
evil.
appreciate that if someone came up to you and was like, here's a conspiracy. Here's a conspiracy.
Yes, tell me all the conspiracies.
Okay.
Because I want to know. I want to be privy to it in case you're onto something. You could be onto something.
Wow. That's so open-minded.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I respect that.
That's what I'm about. And so my other thing about bestiality was...
Yeah, all right.
We're listening.
Segue
Yeah.
in.
So my ex said this thing. Yeah. Anyway, this guy I was dating last year. So
How would
Ex
I phrase
is a
that?
little bit-
Is
I
he an
kinda
ex? Does
ex.
he count?
You know how it is.
Yeah.
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 This person that I shared some experiences with. He said once we were like out at dinner and he was just like talking about the fact that bestiality should be legal. Like
Should be legal.
should be legal.
Okay.
You should be able I know. Hold on. It's
No, we're
gonna be
listening,
a
we're listening.
bumpy ride. He was like I was like, that's disgusting. He was like, you should be able to
You should
Bit of
you should
vomit.
be able
By the way,
to-
we're on a date. We're on a date. We're at dinner.
How many dates is this?
Like third.
Yeah,
Wow.
You
Like
gotta
it was
keep-
early-ish on.
You can't have that first though. Like
So he was like, I think you should be able to like fuck and like have sex with animals because like if it's an issue with consent, like it's like if you eat animals, if we kill animals to eat them, that doesn't involve their consent. They didn't consent to that. We're still no, but like we didn't consent to that. So like the animals didn't consent to that. I'm gonna say this a million times. So if he was like, but like if you have sex with them, they get pleasure out of it.
Oh, is that true?
I mean, like, you know, did you see that Vice article about the dolphin that was having sex with a human? Please tell me you saw that.
I did not, but I do know that, like, famously, they're the only animals that allegedly have sex for
for pleasure.
pleasure
Yeah.
outside of humans.
yeah, so they can actually fuck for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was like a human that was taking care of this one dolphin.
Taken care of.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Oh, they were taking care of it, all right. And they were like, they fell in love. Oh my God, I need to find the article. It's so crazy. They like fell in love, you know. But then, you know, the dolphin it's a wild animal and needs to, you know, procreate. It gets horny, and they get insatiable when they're horny. So he would, you know, have to learn how to. I think that's kind of normal. Like even with like people who care for young bucks.
So is this in the scenario, in this article, it's female dolphin,
Should I pull it
male?
up? Oh yeah, female dolphin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Male-
the thing
male
is,
man.
it's
Of course
it's
it is.
always dudes. trying
Yeah.
to fuck stuff.
Always a dude.
It's never gonna be a woman like
You know what?
horses.
Well,
There is that famous video that went around where it's called like
which one?
it's called Maregasm,
Marigasm.
as in like the horse
Yeah,
mare.
yeah,
And then it's the famous quote from it is like this guy, him and his wife both are like, they're fucking animals. And they got married.
They're fucking animals, or they're
They're
fucking
fucking
animals.
They fucking animals. No mish, cowgirl only. But
with the horse is up like this.
but like the quote that he says is like, sometimes you get a horse at the perfect height. So it's like just the right height, no bucket required.
Huh?
That was
Huh?
like that was his like soundbite, and then his wife
She doesn't have to
Oh.
like stand on the bucket.
he doesn't have to.
Right, okay.
Oh, he doesn't have
He
to
doesn't have
stand.
to. The
Oh, 'cause
woman,
he's fucking the horse.
the man,
Huh?
the woman then goes on.
He doesn't have to get on his tippy toes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't have to get on the bucket. It's there.
He's fucking the horse.
horse.
He's fucking the
horse.
horse,
Oh, because
yeah.
it's a
The
female horse.
wife was fucking the dog,
Whoa.
and I don't understand the optics of that.
It's gotta be doggy style. No.
But-
Come on.
But yeah, but
or
like
Mish. She's just like.
they go. It's like some weird documentary that was like clipped up and put online, and
"That's
then
so
like.
fucked up."
And then they both were like, yeah, we stopped for a while because we like it was just us. And then he wanted a taste of the horse again. And then she got lonely. And then like she's just fucking the dog.
They're like, if you're a living organism in this house, you're gonna get it.
Yeah,
If you're on this property and you got a hole,
that cockroach.
Okay. Here's a real question.
yeah.
I know it's illegal to have sex with animals, but I think there is something about a dude fucking an animal that's different to a woman getting fucked by an animal.
That's sexist. That's sexist.
I'm fighting for your cause, brother. I'm trying to give you girls something, you know.
I suppose like how
if the dog's going for it,
Hold on.
then there's like the dog's like consent. She's not like sucking the dog off. I mean, she might be. That's wrong. Do you know what I mean? There's something about imposing yourself on an animal, like.
Sorry. Okay, say again.
So you're saying the male animal in this
It's humping a human woman.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that animal is consenting.
Mm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not even an issue of consent.
Eesh.
I got
Let's think.
Yeah, they're just trying to get their fucking
Yeah.
rocks off.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They're trying to get their nut in.
It's
But,
like, you know, when you're at the club and like guys kind of brush by you. And, like,
yeah.
that's what the dog's doing.
Yeah. The dog's working the game. You know?
Yeah.
there was
Game
this
is the game.
awful video that got sent around in the pandemic. Well, you know, when like everyone was just making random group chats because we were so lonely. I was in one. This guy drops in, sends a video of a man fucking a chicken, and I open it, and I was
See, obviously,
I felt so sick.
that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's happening a lot more than we think it is, I think.
the chickens,
Oh yeah.
bro.
I think that in like a global scale,
People fucking animals like a lot.
goats,
Nah.
chickens.
See, that's a problem.
Maybe this
It
is
is a problem.
maybe I need to start just tofu only because no one's fucking soybeans.
Oh, that's the problem. It's
What do
like,
you want? Not fucked animals?
Yeah.
If you're gonna eat them, you better be a virgin
Chased.
animal, yeah?
Don't eat the chickens, man.
Don't eat the chickens. They have
Fucking
cum in them.
hormones.
This chicken was a fucking slut. I'm not eating this. You're at a restaurant, you're like, how many what's this chicken's body count?
So you're arguing that bestiality should be legal?
I'm not arguing that.
Because-
I'm merely
Because if
a
they can't
vessel
consent-
But
for the insane thoughts my ex is having. At dinner, we were at dinner, and he said this.
wait, let me ask you this. So that was the third date. Did you go on a fourth?
Yeah.
Whoa!
We dated for months after that.
Yeah.
Do you think he fucked
No,
an
because
animal?
you know what though? No.
You sure he didn't?
No, I'm sure. No, he just is so like obsessed with being contrarian, and like I guess I had dated so many boring people that I was like,
Let him
I
cook.
was like, let him cook. It just was something that made me think, you know, the issue of consent with animals. It's like, okay, yeah, we are killing animals, and they don't
Yeah.
benefit from it.
So
So,
why
like-
can't we fuck
I
him
was
too?
like, why can't we fuck them?
Yeah.
Hello. But I found it disgusting, and we argued a lot. I was pissed.
Oh, yeah,
it
we
was
are-
a point where like, I was
We're
at
walking
a
this
point
back
where I
now,
was like,
yeah, no, I had a problem with it actually.
I
We
did.
were arguing, and then we went out for another 4 months.
no, we got to a point where I was like, I'm like on board. I just don't want to talk about this anymore. And he just kept, you know what I mean?
Pushing it.
kept pushing it.
Yeah.
But I was sort of like, I see where you're coming from. Can we just like enjoy this nice like Turkish meal? You know what I mean? This poor lamb.
Damn.
What's this lamb's body count?
Yeah.
I said to the waitress.
It's an interesting point,
It is, hey?
but I think there's something about that the animal has to carry on living
Yeah.
once that's done. You
With
know?
that body count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't think they care. It's like ephemeral for them. They just are like, got my nut in. Maybe just for the fellas, huh?
This is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I-
And that maybe is like a larger point about sex between the two sexes.
Mm.
Wow, that's so much to think about.
Thank you. I came to Insane Thought Pussy with
Lots of
things to say.
yeah.
Yeah, and I respect that. You know.
But I mean, in a way, like these two thoughts kind of connect because it's like your ex was forcing his like ideology on you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so you took it. You were like,
I took it.
yeah. You're like, thank God you said it once. Thank God you said it
I
once.
think, yeah, now we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Now, if we're at like a nice dinner party or something together, you know,
Yeah.
with other people, and someone starts going at him about how bestiality is wrong, I can say, whoa.
Whoa.
You hear him out. I can say, hear him out.
Hear him out. If you eat the food,
Yeah.
you gotta fuck the food too.
Yeah. That's how that.
That's called
What?
wine and dine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video of a frog
And
taking.
69.
Picking like a chicken to be like, I'm gonna eat that chicken, but
But
first,
first,
let's go to dinner, get some drinks, maybe take her to a show, and after a night, just in the morning, like, yeah, just like,
You
bang.
What was that Muppet? That Muppet chicken that was like had the eyelashes. You know what I'm talking
Miss
about?
Piggy?
No, it's a chicken.
Muppet
I want to
chicken
say it
with
was
eyelashes.
Gromer's girlfriend.
Gromer?
Gromers? Groomer? Groomer?
Groomer's girlfriend? What are you talking about?
The one with the nose. And he has a chicken girlfriend.
With the nose? Beaker?
Hold on.
No, bro.
Who the fuck are you
What
talking
show is this?
The
What
Muppet.
cinematic-
The Muppet.
Chicken
I
Muppet
don't know
with
much
eyelashes.
about the Muppets.
It
Miss
doesn't.
Piggy can get it though, to be fair.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
She's on my...
I bet Kermit had that schlong, though. He got that type of build where it's thin, where it's like, it would just roll out.
Yo, what? What? Roll out.
It would
Like
like
a
a
scroll?
receipt. It come out like a receipt roll.
This thing.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't even can see that.
Yeah.
She's kind of fine though.
She got
You
that
said
cat
that
eye.
like you said that like Fetty Wap. she kind of fine though.
She can hit it from behind though.
Have you seen that Kermit? There's a guy who pretends to be Kermit the Frog on like chat roulette.
Yes.
So he's like,
No.
you eat your vegetable? I can't do the voice, but he's
Oh.
like, eat your vegetables. And he's just like, pulls up a courgette, just plugs into frame.
Yeah.
And he's like, how'd you like that?
And then the goth on the other end was like, oh.
Oh. Oh.
That video is so good. You gotta go see it. It's very funny. I recommend it to everyone.
I think you've not convinced me with your first point, but your ex-boyfriend has convinced me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'll call him up right now.
Again? We're gonna call up
Yeah.
another...
Let's run it back. Let's run it back,
Yeah.
actually.
I cannot agree. I just don't. I can get on board with animals having sex with consenting. I can get on board when the animal is doing the fucking. Do you know what I mean? Because the other one, I can't get verbal consent. That's just not possible. It's just not possible.
Going
So
into the whole.
what you're saying is,
You guys,
as far as interspecies shagging goes,
it's up to you.
Women can do it.
only the male animals can get their rocks off, and the women can't. That's what you're saying, though.
Mm.
Think about it.
What about poom to poom behavior?
Because they be licking out. Have you seen the dogs that? This is crass. This is crass.
I used to be an intellectual.
I have a master's degree.
Bro, this guy went to McGill, you know.
McGill. That's a really good uni.
I know. That's the type of shit they're teaching him there.
Wait. You raised a really good point in that I'm being sexist towards female animals,
Exactly.
Mm.
but I don't think male humans are the ones who should be doing that.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Do you know
now.
what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I don't think dudes should be like, I can tell that this female chicken's horny.
Yeah.
Let me just.
But they know more because they're but they know more because they're men.
Right.
Biologists. Biologists.
No.
Bye.
I'm imagining a dude like with a chicken just being like, "Oh, you never done this position before?" Just like spinning this chicken around.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
So disgusting.
This whole thing's fucked. No.
No,
Well, you can't
because-
fuck animals. You can't. No one's allowed. No one's
It's
allowed.
disgusting, and I know that, and I'm not vouching for it. I'm not advocating for it.
You're on team. You're on side though.
No, but I just think if
No,
you.
The
no, but,
ethics,
no, but.
it's about the ethics of it. It's like it does make you go, huh?
I think ethically we shouldn't be having sex with animals.
But okay, but
course.
but let's
course.
open that up more. If no, if you eat meat,
no, I
if
recognize
you eat
your-
animals,
I know your point.
You got.
I know what you're saying.
You got to fuck them too.
No.
If you're eating them, you got to fuck them.
You can eat animals. You cannot eat them out. That is the deal. Okay. That's where
bad.
I draw the line. Personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're so upset about this.
Right.
We need to end the episode.
It is fun. Ugh.
I remember once I did a joke about bestiality or earlier days of comedy, and it was a dumb joke, but it was basically like the spelling of bestiality confuses me. Cause do you know how it's spelled?
Is it not beast?
It's not.
Oh.
It's spelled B-E-S-T.
Bestiality.
Bestiality.
Oh.
And I'm thinking the guy who wrote that is a little bit sus. It's a little bit sus. Like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? It's spelled best.
What?
Bestiality.
Yeah.
Oh.
What sexuality are you? The bestiality.
And I did that joke. I did that joke in like fucking Comedy Cabin years and years ago. And there was this other guy on the lineup. And when I got off stage, he was like, oh, while I was on stage doing this bit, he was like, we don't spell that like here.
Oi, mate.
Oh, no, we don't spell that way here.
Is it spelled differently in the UK?
And I was like, oh, really? I was on stage. I was like, oh, you know, because a man had said something.
Of
And I
course.
thought, okay, maybe there's something to this. And then I got off stage and I Googled it, and he was wrong.
Wow.
He just straight up said, no, we don't spell it like
He
that
just
here.
can't spell. My guy can't spell.
Bro's dyslexic.
Yeah. That's insane.
He heckled me like a fact check that was incorrect about bestiality.
The audacity.
So it's spelled bestiality, which I think is sus, but interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it is.